Hey, I just wanted to make a video, to talk about, to talk to you. If any of you need to talk to somebody, I'm always here. I will always be here for you, and if you ever need to talk, you can text me on Instagram or Messenger, and I will most likely text back. I'm usually always on my phone anyway, so I most likely won't miss it. But the thing is it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I can't sleep because I know somebody out there is in need of help and they're feeling hopeless. They're feeling down. And they're feeling like that the world would be better off without them. But that's not true. If I ever found out that you had taken your own life, I would most likely cry. I already did tonight. That's why my eyes look a little like they do, because found out that there was this girl. I watched one of her last videos, not realizing that it was one of her last videos. She was singing, and I found out later on that she had committed suicide not long after that video. She loved to sing. She wanted to become a singer, but due to bullying, she thought that she'd be better off dead. I hate that people have to go through the things they do, and that they have to live through the pain, and that they have to be bullied day on, day out, or that they have abusive homes. But you don't have to live through that. You really don't. You could talk to somebody and you could get away from all of that. You could talk to somebody and get that stopped. If you don't feel safe at the school you're at, then don't go there. You could try switching. You could talk to your parents about it. You don't have to hide it. I know it's scary. I know you feel like no matter what you do that it won't change anything, but you'll never know until you try. When I was real bad depressed, I was scared to talk to anybody. I felt like if I told them that they'd hate me for it, that I would be in trouble, that they just wouldn't care, that they'd look at me differently. But honestly, that's not what happened. Instead, what I didn't expect was they all started putting effort into making sure I was feeling better, into making sure I was feeling happy, making sure I took my medicine, making sure that I got to see my counselor, making sure that I was alright, and making sure I didn't have cuts, making sure that I was safe before I went to bed. And I just was glad that I reached out when I did, because if I wouldn't have, I probably wouldn't be here right now. And that's what I'm here to talk about. I want yuns to reach out to somebody. I know it's scary, but I believe in you. I know you can do this. Just take some deep breaths. And try to calm down. Everything's gonna be okay. I know life is stressful. I know you're scared. But you don't have to do it alone. I promise there are people who care about you. I care about you. And if you ever need to talk, I'm here for you. Talk to your teachers or talk to your parents. I talked to one of my teachers first before my parents ever knew that I was depressed. I talked to a counselor, and And it went from there, and I got better. Yes, it was really scary, because I told my teacher. She told me to go talk to the counselor. She showed me where the counselor was. I went in. I was talking to the counselor. She was asking me about how I've been feeling and if I had harmed myself. I showed her where I had cut my arm. She took me down to the principal's office, and I talked to the principals, and it was terrifying because the principals scared me. And then they called my parents and started talking to them, and then the counselor came back, and you know, my counselor was like, I know this is scary for you and a bit overwhelming because there's so many people just out of nowhere coming to your aid, and so many people worried about you, and just so many people checking up on you and trying to talk to you. I know it's scary, but don't worry, this is the only bad part. After this, it should be an easy ride. And after that, it was, for the most part, an easy ride. It wasn't too overwhelming with people ambushing me with questions. It was just me and my counselor. It was just a private talk. I could tell her about anything that was going on. I could talk to her about how I was feeling, and she was understanding and tried to give me ways to cope with that. Tried to help me find why I was feeling so down. And I love all of you, no matter who you are, no matter how much you weigh, no matter how you look. I care about you. There are always people who care about you. Just like I was telling you about that girl who had took her life due to bullying. That video was released 4 years ago of her singing. It's been 4 years since she's taken her life, and I still felt the impact. I still wanted to reverse time and take and save her life. I still wanted to reverse time and talk to her and make sure she was okay. I even commented on her video about how I wish I could have been there and how she didn't deserve any of it. And that I wish I could have helped her so that she could have become who she wanted to be. To this day, she would have been 17. She committed suicide at 13. And nobody should go through that. Nobody should be pushed so low that they actually commit suicide. So what I want you to do is I want you to try and love yourself. I know it's going to be hard. I know you think you can't do it, but you can. Try to think of positive things about yourself, no matter what it is. If it's the way you write, if it's the way you talk, your hair, your face, whatever you do that you like about yourself, embrace it. Take pride in yourself. Don't push yourself low. Don't stoop down to the bully's perspective and call yourself these names, which aren't true. You're not fat. You're not ugly. You're not useless. There is hope in this world. You just gotta find it. It may take you a while to find it, but don't give up. Never give up hope. I've wanted to give up hope a bunch of times, but I didn't, and I'm glad I didn't. There's these people out here who say counselors didn't work, but they maybe talked to the counselor once or twice and thought that the counselor would be some miracle that would just fix everything in a snap. But life isn't that easy. It will take months, weeks, longer than just a couple weeks. It would take months, maybe even years. But you can't give up. You can't. You gotta keep pushing. You gotta find something that helps you drive yourself every day. Because if you give up now, then what's the chance of anything ever getting better? I'm sure somebody cares about you. I care about you. And I hope you can get better. I know you can. I believe in you. I believe in what you do and who you are. I know you can be better than this. I know you can get past this and pull your head above the water. You just gotta keep pushing. I guess I'm gonna end this video here. I'm kinda tired. I don't regret staying up to make this video though. I'm glad I did. I hope this reaches out and touches somebody and helps them in their time of need. And I hope they reach out to me so I can try to help them. I want you to share this video so that it can get out to somebody, and so that somebody can get this word, and that so somebody can feel better. I want this to get out to somebody so that they can reach out to me if they ever need it, or if they can reach out to one of you. If any of you want to go down into the comments and leave somewhere someone can message you with a nice message, that would be great. That would really help me out, and that would really help whoever out there is in need. Just make sure not to over-exhilarate yourself with this, because if you're going through stuff yourself right now, I wouldn't really recommend putting anything down there, because, you know, it might build up on what you're already going through. But anyone out there who wants to help and is in a stable mindset at the moment, then please, by all means, leave your info down there so somebody can message you. It may save somebody's life, and that's all that matters. Anyways, I love you guys. Stay safe. Don't do anything too rash. I'll leave my information that you can message me on in the description below this video. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.